So she gave me the flyer, so that's why I'm here. Also, the team here, Uniben Entrepreneurial Summit. Okay, that is, I'm from the Department of Entrepreneurship. Seriously. So, as you see, entrepreneur is there, so is my course. So I'm here for the summit. Know more about an entrepreneur, how an entrepreneurship looks like, and how to, how to unlock my financial potentials. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He's from the Department of Entrepreneurship. You really want to show us today. What do you think? From entrepreneurship, and he wants to unlock his financial destiny. Let me do that. Okay, so who else wants to try? I see hands. Oh, I want a lady. Okay, so let's have you. Please come forward. A round of applause, come forward. Nobody says Samba wants to kill me, so I'm here to, see if they will share money. Nobody says nothing like that. And if they share money, I will collect, so I don't mind if they will MC here.
Hi everybody, I'm a social by name and I was invited here by a pastor. The major reason I'm here is to unlock my financial potential. Yes, I want to be able to do more for myself, financially and all around. So that's the major reason I'm here.
She also wants to unlock her financial potential. So when you unlock something, it means you actually believe you have a potential in the first place to unlock, right? So it means everyone here has a potential for great finance, right? So do I have like the next Elon Musk here?
Yes, sir.
Only if he's answering. Don't worry, it's according to your faith. So if you're not answering, it means maybe you don't feel like you can do it. But that's why we're here. We're here so that in the next, like Pastor Gaga said, the next 5 years, should be talking better stories than we are today. Okay? So who wants to go next? Who wants to try? I'm biased for the ladies, but let's not do this. Please come forward. Thank you. A round of applause as it comes forward.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Olani Figo. I got to know about the summit through the WhatsApp group. I'm a TDC member. And what I expect from today's summit, I expect more because I'm into some financial activities, but I want to grow financially and I want to be enlightened. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. That was really lovely. So I'll have one last person do this and one last lucky person. One last lucky person. So I'm looking at between the two of you, who came first? Look at her. Who? You, right? Okay, so we're coming early. Please come forward. Thank you. You're not clapping. Don't worry, I'll point someone the next time. So you see that it's not that easy. Let's get from her what she hopes to learn from today's summit.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rachel by name. I was invited by my classmate, Iyanu. First of all, she sent it to my WhatsApp, but I really didn't pay much attention. Then one of my classmates spoke to me about it yesterday, together with Iyanu, so I decided to be here this morning. I hope to unlock my financial potentials. Thank you.
Okay, it's good that the speakers said that because we are almost everyone that came out today said they want to unlock financial potentials. And we need to give a thumbs up to Iyanu because this is like the second time I'm hearing her name today, isn't that? Iyanu, are you in our midst? Outside. Okay, so thank you so much for the invite. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. So right about now, we'll be calling on our first speaker for today. Permit me to read his bio. Okay, let's do this. Mr. Oruka Otswele, I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's a well-known individual in the field of internet marketing. So you know that your speaker coming up is a man of caliber and timber and Iroko and mahogany. It's not easy. Let's go. Writing and entrepreneurship. With his extensive knowledge and expertise, he has successfully trained and mentored over 50,000 individuals. So you just added to that number. A round of applause. Through his teachings and educational materials, in addition to his professional accomplishments, Oruka Otwene has actively volunteered with various professionals. All volunteers in the house, this our speaker for today is also a volunteer. This is the start of something bigger. Demonstrating his dedication to making a positive impact in the community. He obtained a master's degree in biochemistry. Any biochemist in the house? Nice. From Delta State University, Abraka, showcasing his commitment to continuous learning and personal growth. Passionate about personal fitness and finance, Oruka Otwene strives to assist people in attaining both financial freedom and optimal health. With his guidance and insights, he aims to empower individuals to lead fulfilling lives in these areas. A round of applause for our first speaker for today, Mr. Oruka Otwene, speaking to us on mastering personal finance. Thank you so much, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you. Is it morning or afternoon? Good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. It's nice seeing your faces. Okay. She has already introduced me, right? So I won't do much introduction again. I am a first-class graduate from biochemistry and also. I also did my master's, which I ended 2 years ago. And like you said, I've taught over 50,000 persons through internet, right? Most of them I don't know them, but I have materials, courses, and I've done a lot of teachings. Right, so this morning we're going to be talking about money. Money. This is a subject that is very, very, very important, but it's not well taught. We don't have a lot of information about money. So that's what we're going to be talking about this morning. Right? The topic is the main highlight of the topic is financial skills, financial independence. Right? Those are the two things I'm going to be talking about: financial skills and financial independence. Forget the big English and the big grammar, the moderator. I don't think I can even remember that topic. But what I know is that I'm going to be talking about financial skills and financial independence. Now, what is financial independence? I like the fact that we are jotting. It's very good. Let's take note. What is financial independence? There are a lot of definitions. If you go to Webster Dictionary, you will find a definition. Then if you go to Google has a definition. If you go to Wikipedia, they have that definition. There are a lot of definitions. But in this context, I'm going to give you guys my definition. Right? My definition for financial independence in this context, I would say somebody is financially independent if the person can earn enough money to be able to take care of his or her basic needs and still have enough left. I'm going to repeat it. Financial independence is the ability to be able to earn enough to take care of your basic need and still have more than enough left. So to some extent, if you can earn enough to settle your basic needs, right, and still have enough left, we can say we are trying financially, we are financially independent. Now, I want us to understand something. According to NDIC, right, I don't know how true this statistics is. I can't ascertain if it's correct or not, but I believe it to some extent. According to NDIC, only 2% of the 70 million bank accounts in Nigeria has more than 500,000 naira in them. Only 2% of the 70 million bank accounts in Nigeria That's less than 1% of the entire population. Right? So it is no news, it is not surprising if I say that a lot of Nigerians are struggling financially. A lot of people are poor. It is not something that should shock anybody now. It is normal news. Right? So, what I'm trying to say is this. A lot of things we are going to be hearing today will not be conventional knowledge. As a matter of fact, some of your lecturers and some of your professors don't even know about it. It's not going to be conventional knowledge. It's not going to be something that just anybody in the street knows. Because if anybody in the street knows this, everybody will be rich. Right? So, there will be a lot of disruptions in your thought pattern and your thinking system today. There will be a deliverance session, a financial deliverance session right now. Right? How many of us are Christians? So it means 99% of us here are Christians. So it means I can use the Bible, right? Right? Good. When the Bible was talking about strongholds, there's a place in the Bible talking about pulling down strongholds. The Bible was not just referring to spiritual forces, demons from your village. Strongholds can be your mindset, your thought pattern. I have a quote I should tell my students back then. I said that some of us, we are the weapon that is fashioned against ourselves. Right? The Bible says, no weapon fashioned against you shall prosper, right? What of if you are the one that is fashioned against yourself? You want to move forward, but you are pulling yourself back. You want to move forward, but you are pulling yourself back. And I'm going to explain this, and you are going to find out why. Right? Now, I want to talk about something in this life. Walk by principles and laws. It is principles and laws that basically govern everything in this life. I want to drop this. It is principles and laws that basically govern everything in this life. And one thing about principles and laws is this. Whether you believe it or not, it's happening in your life. You don't need to believe a principle or law for it to be true. For instance, Isaac Newton discovered gravity, the law of gravity. And if you throw a ball up, it's going to come down. The reason it's coming down is because gravity. Right? You will not say, I don't believe in gravity, so if I throw this ball up, it's not going to come down. It will come down, whether you believe it or not. And another thing about that is this. If you throw the ball up in Kaduna State, it will come down. If you come to Edo State, you throw a ball up, it will come down. If you go to Indonesia, you throw a ball up, it's going to come down. So it doesn't respect your location. Am I making sense? At the same time, if a black person throw a ball up, it's going to come down. If a Buddhist throw a ball up, it's going to come down. If a Christian throw a ball up, it's going to come down. It still doesn't respect your religion. So one thing about laws and principles is that irrespective of your religion, your nationality, your location, your age, your race, your skin color, it works. So that is how money is. When we talk about money and wealth, the principles of money and wealth doesn't look at your religion, your nationality, your tribe, irrespective of what you even believe. If you apply the principle, you are going to get the results. That is why a man that has not stepped foot in the church before in his entire life, doesn't even believe that God exists, can be a billionaire, but a strong Christian can end up in poverty and penury. Why? Because the man that doesn't believe in God is applying the principle of financial success. But the guy that goes to church every day is only applying the principle of kingdom success. He's not applying the principle of financial success. That's how God created the world. So God is not looking at this guy as a Christian, let me bless you financially. You can be a Christian. If you don't apply the financial principles, you won't get the financial result. That's one thing. Then again, have you ever sit down to ponder and ask yourself this? Why are people poor? I don't know if you have done it, but I've done it a lot of times.
I will ask myself this question: why are they rich people and why are they poor people? I don't know if you have done that exercise, if you have just pondered. I went to Lagos. Last time I went to Lagos was last year, and I was passing Thorn Mainland Bridge. If you are very familiar with Lagos, if you are passing Thorn Mainland Bridge, how many of you know Makoko? If you know Makoko, the slum that there, I don't think there's land there. Most everything is on boots, right? A lot of them they are poor. Well, how many of us know Banana Island? Are you aware that Banana Island is the most expensive residential area in Africa? Good. That's where Davido has his house and a lot of other billionaires. Third mainland bridge, if you are passing third mainland bridge, by this side is Makoko, by this side is Banana Island. So one side has a lot of poor people and one side has a lot of rich people. Have you ever sit down to wonder what really distinguishes these people from these people? The average person will say is money, but that's a big lie. The difference between the rich and the poor is not money. Money is not the cause of poverty. Money has never been the cause of poverty. This guy, I can give him 10 million naira today, right? I'll give him 10 million naira, and I'll give this lady 10 million naira. In a few months' time, I will ask them for their results. It's very, very possible that this guy will be in debt. This is somebody that gave 10 million naira, but after 1 year, 2 years, we'll be owing somebody else money. But this lady will not give me 10 million, she will give me 30 million naira. So the real difference, the real disparity between the rich and the poor is just two things: knowledge and mindset. Knowledge and mindset. Say it. That's the real difference. You don't have to agree with me, the fact. Some of you think money is your problem. You think that if you see 500k like this, your life will change, that that's better for you and your generation. I just laugh at you. The real difference is money, is knowledge rather, and mindset. Right? So the reason you are poor, or the reason you are struggling financially right now, is because of your thought pattern and because of the kind of information you have. So the reason you are poor is because of your thought pattern. Somebody is arguing with me right now. Somebody will be saying, how would this guy be saying this kind of thing? Me that I was born into poverty. So how did my thought pattern make me poor? My father is not rich. I was born into the family, right? So yes, it could be that you were born into a poor family, but the fact that you are still where you are financially till now is your thought pattern. And I'm going to explain why right now. Now, listen. Everybody here, let me not say everybody, 99% of Nigerians right now, not Nigerians, 99% of people in the world have been conditioned to die poor from birth. Except you are from a very wealthy home. Except you are from a very wealthy home. Naturally, by default, you have been conditioned to end up in lack, poor, poverty, struggling by default. And I'm going to explain why. Now, if you know you are from a very wealthy home right now, raise up your hand. Don't be shy. You know your father is very rich. Raise up your hand. Good, nobody. So it means that everybody listening to me, they are either from a middle class home, right? Or a poor home. Now, because you are from a middle class home, there's a 90% chance that the hospital you were giving birth to is a private hospital, a small private hospital, or a government hospital, or a small clinic. Some of you said it was even at home that gave birth to you. Your parents couldn't afford good medical care. So there's a high percent chance that the place you were giving birth to was a small clinic. So that means as you were coming into this world, the first person that carried you, the nurse that carried you, was a poor person. Because how many millionaires will work in a small clinic? How much do they pay the average nurse in Nigeria? 18,000, 10,000, 15,000. So the first hand that carried you from birth was that of a poor person. It doesn't stop there. You grew, you went to primary school, you went to secondary school. Because your parents were not rich, some of you went to public and government secondary schools. Some of you went to small private secondary schools where the teachers, most of them are struggling. The friends in your class, they are also from poor homes. So in your primary school and secondary school, all the friends you have are from poor and struggling homes. The teachers are from poor and struggling homes. Are you seeing that right from birth, you have been having conversations with poor people? It doesn't stop there. You went to university. If your father was very rich, you will not be in Uniben. Am I lying? Am I lying? Did a couple went to Oxford for a master's? You either be in a private university or you not be in Nigeria. The extremely wealthy persons right now in Uniben are not up to 1% of the general population. So it means that most of your lecturers are struggling. How much is the salary of an average Nigerian lecturer? So the teachers teaching you school are poor. Your friends, all of them, they are poor. All of you, you're having conversations. You go to the market, you buy something from a poor person every day. Some of you, in your entire life, you have never had a 5-minute conversation with a real millionaire. You don't know how it feels like to talk to a millionaire. Some of you are the first millionaire you are listening to. Yes, I'm a millionaire. Clap for me. So are you saying that right from birth, all the conversations you have been having, 99% of the conversations you have been having are with poor and struggling people. So you have been conditioned to be poor. You don't have to be angry with me. Your subconscious mind has conditioned you to be poor. So if you don't do anything about your financial state right now, there's a high probability that you will die poor. Some of you are angry with your parents. You are repeating the same thing they are repeating unconsciously. You don't know it. Every day, the kind of words you hear, the country bad, the economy is not good, things are hard, never no bring, like that's the kind of words you are used to. But for somebody that is in a wealthy home, there's a child out there that he grew up in a wealthy home. The kind of conversations he will be having, the only thing he will be hearing are millions and billions. Is that when his dad is talking, his or her dad is having conversations with his friend, that's what the child is hearing. The child does not know what it means for NEPA to take light. Are you seeing the difference in mindset right from childhood? There's already a nature by default. The fact that we're not born in a rich home, we are already disadvantaged by default. So it is a necessity to rewire your mindset if you want to attract good money into your life. It's a necessity. Now, there are a lot of things that people do for them to attract finances, for them to attract money. There are certain skills and tool sets that wealthy people have, which I'm going to share with us today. Because the main highlight of our topic is financial skills. So I'm going to be sharing them with us today. But before then, I want to give us a very, very sound one. Les Brown, I don't know if you know Les Brown. He's a very popular motivational speaker in the United States. He said something. He said, the principles of success are very, very simple. He said they are very simple. He said that they are common sense. They are common sense, but they are not common practice. Write it down. The principles of success are very, very simple. They are common sense, but they are not common practice. So it means that whatever I'm going to be saying here today, as we progress, might not be new to some of you. Some of you, the biggest mistake you'll be making here today is to commonize whatever I'm going to say here. Because to you, it might sound like common sense. So you will not practice it. And that is the beginning of your doom. So the major thing that distinguishes those that progress is from those that don't is practice. Right? So I'm going to be talking about 5 very important things we need to do that will help us progress financially in the coming few years. Everybody here has a very, very big advantage right now, which is time. We are all young, so we have the advantage of time. It means that we have a lot of time to correct our mistakes. We have a lot of time to grow financially. So whatever I'm going to be sharing here as we progress, I'm not guaranteed that it's going to make you a multi-billionaire immediately, but there's one thing I can guarantee you. which is this, is going to help you grow financially. That if you take whatever I'm going to teach you here right now and implement it in your life, few years from now, you will look back and say, thank God I listened to this guy. So take it very serious. I'm going to be sharing with us 5 things we should start doing right now. Right now, right this moment, that will help us grow financially. 5 things quickly. Now, I don't have more time, so I'll write them. So the first thing you want to do is this. You must learn, right, to unlearn, relearn, and learn. Start, unlearn, relearn, and learn. Or let me put it this way, you must learn to unlearn, learn, and relearn. Right? You must learn to unlearn first. Learn and relearn. There is a reason I started with unlearn. It is because most of us, 90% of the information we have about money is wrong. So we need to start unlearning them. Some of us have been taught that rich people are wicked people and bad people. Some of us, we have hatred for our uncles because they refuse to help us. So we have learned entitlement. You need to unlearn it now. We need to unlearn a lot of things we know about money. Some of us, the only thing we know about money are things that our parents taught us. For instance, if I have a kidney disease, does it make sense if I go and meet a gynecologist for advice? No. It still doesn't make sense if I go and meet a veterinary doctor for advice, because that is not his specialization. Some of you, your parents are civil servants that are struggling. You know that they took loans to take you to school, but you want to start a business and go to meet your parents for advice. What do you think they have to tell you? Some of us have been receiving wrong information. My younger brother was reading motivational books because I buy a lot of books at home. My younger brother was reading it, and my dad told him that I should stop wasting his time to read those books, and I laughed. He doesn't have any bad motive. That to him is advising his son. Right? Some of us, we need to stop listening to our parents when it comes to finances. We shouldn't take advice from them. They have given us a lot of bad advice. They have told you the country is hard. Who told you the country is hard? They are telling you that it is hard to make money. They are telling you that things are hard. They have been telling you to manage. So you have that program into your mind. You need to unlearn that. Right? And you need to start learning the new things and go and relearn them. So now, how do you do that? Take me to the next step. I've talked about the first one, right? Go and unlearn, learn, and relearn. The next one is detoxify your environment. You need to detoxify your environment. For those of us that are not science students, you might find this difficult to understand. To detoxify means to remove toxic things from our environment. Now, you need to detoxify your internal and your external environment. I'm going to give a brief example. Let me start with internal environment very quickly. A few days back, I went to a POS to withdraw money. And as I gave the woman my ATM card, the woman was complaining. I think her niece told her that school fees have been increased. And she was like, this VC self, why do you increase school fees? You don't know, say country hard. Immediately she said that word. In my mind, I just said, God forbid, the country is not hard for me. There was like a mental roadblock, a mental filter that didn't allow that to come into my mind. Anytime I'm having a conversation with someone and the person says things like countries are there's no money, in my mind I'll say, God forbid, I only money no day for. You need to start. You need to stop allowing some things into your mind. And let me tell you something, whether you believe it or not, this is not mere motivational speech, this is life. Your mental state, what you think, controls your physical reality. You don't have to believe it, it is a fact. Now, there are hierarchies in life, right? There are hierarchies in this country. For instance, the federal government is bigger than the state government. The state government is bigger than the local government. If the local government wants to make a decision, he has to consult the state government. And the state government has to consult the federal government. There are certain things that they can't do without the federal government giving an approval. That's the way life is. Now, in your life, we have the mental realm and the spiritual realm and the physical reality. The physical reality is the reality we live in. The physical reality is controlled. It is subject to the mental reality. So you can never have any permanent change in your life if you don't have that permanent change mentally. That is why Apostle Joshua Selman said, for you to become a millionaire, your mind have to go there first. It will not come back and carry your pockets there. So you have to pursue the intangible things. The mistake a lot of us are doing is that we are pursuing intangible things, the one we can see. No, Samadeh said you pursue the intangible things, the one you can't see. When you have sorted that out, you will become a millionaire. This is an identity problem. You first become a millionaire first. Whether the money is there or not, you become it. Then when you become it, there's no how you won't be it. Why does a man smoke? The man is smoking because he has the identity of a smoker. He's not smoking because he feels like smoking. It is identity. And in life, you do that which you identify with. You wake up and you take your back to the church. Why? Because you are a Christian. It's an what? Identity. The moment you tell yourself, no, I'm not a Christian, I'm a Muslim, you go to the mosque. So because you identify as a Christian, then you go to the church. So you need to first identify as a millionaire first. Then you make money. I don't know if you understand. What society have taught you is the other way around. You make money, then you become a millionaire. No! I'm telling you something I've experienced for fact, not something I read in a book. In 2019, I didn't have one kobo. I wake up in the morning and say I'm a millionaire. I didn't have 10,000 naira in my bank account. No business, no investment. I'll wake up in the morning and say I'm a millionaire. I'll tell myself that I'm very, very rich. This is fact. Plain fact. It is not something I read in a book. I did not graduate as a first class. I told myself when I came into Nelson I was going to graduate as the best in my department. Every single day I'll say it, I'm the best. I'll proclaim the words. I'll say I am the best. I will say that my lecturers will favor me. From my 200 first semester to my final year, I was the best in my department. Every single semester, I was the best. I was top in the department till I graduated. Biochemistry department in Nelson. Why? An identity. I have identified myself as the best. Then I become the best. There's a video of Ronaldo when he was interviewed years ago. They asked him who is the best player. They gave the mic to Ferdinand. Those of you that watch football. Ferdinand said Maradona. They gave the mic to Ronaldo. Ronaldo said, I am the best. They laughed at him. Who is the best now? You can't mention 5 footballers without mentioning Ronaldo because he has identified as the best. Then he was not the best, but he identified as the best. Then he became the best. So some of you here, you came here poor, but you are living here wealthy. It doesn't matter the amount of money you're about to have. You have to identify as a wealthy person. Then when you identify as a wealthy person, your mind will not be at rest until you become it physically. That's when some of you start a business and after 2 days you quit. Why? You have not identified as a wealthy person. I wrote $1 million expression every day. I will see it every day. Few months, October 2020, I made my first million. I wanted to put it into my subconscious. I wanted to align with that idea. Some of you need to work on your identity. Secondly, some of you need to detoxify your external environment. Your friends. Some of you need to stop talking to some persons after today. You want to come to a seminar and your friend is telling you about free those people and motivational things and they talk more go watch ball. You have seen your number one enemy there. He's staring at you. Some of you need to do it. You make 10,000 rand today. Your friend could tell you, say, Mo, go stay 2 odds. You follow your friend. You stay 2 odds. You don't see money. You don't see your 10,000. Some of you think you have a spiritual problem. No. Some of you need to end some friendship and relationship today. Because Apostle Joshua Selman said, okay, if you have 5 foolish friends, you did not count correct. They are actually what? 6 plus you. My time is over. Let me round up with this. There are 3 things you need to do again to grow financially. Manage your time, manage your resources, and manage your relationship. Then finally, learn skills and monetize them. I would have loved to elaborate on this, but I don't have more time, so I will stop here. Thank you very much for having me.
Is that how you clap for a man and just finish what man is asking? Everybody that speaks to you speaks from 3 perspectives. Number 1, they speak from what they were taught or what they read, which is the wealth of their knowledge. Number 2, they speak from other people's experiences, the stories they were told about people. And number 3, they speak from their own experiences. And one of the things I've learned in life is this: experience is never hard to explain. If it is your experience, it is never hard to explain. So what the man just finished doing right now is his experience. Did you see that he was not struggling? Did you observe that? He was not struggling. So his experience it simply means that this is who I am. This is what I have practiced. What his eyes have seen, what his ears have heard, and what his hands have handled. So there are two questions I want to ask this morning from what he just finished teaching us. So if you get my questions right, I have a gift for you. Are you ready to go? Yes, sir. So I'll be taking the first hand that will go. They are simple questions, so I'll be expecting more hands on. Okay, before we go to that, I want us to ask him questions so that we can just allow him to rest. Before we go to my game, let's ask him questions. So if you know you have questions, I want to, how many questions are we entertaining? Let's entertain 2-3 questions. So if you have a question, he said something that was not clear, you just want clarity, or you want him to just say something more about a particular point he raised, you can just please raise your hand. Let's receive your questions. 3 questions. And go. 1, 2. Okay, I will not take your question. So we'll take 1, 2, and 3. So let's start with you, sir. Can we get the other mic? So that we can give the speaker the mic.
All right. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, Mr. Okawatumi. My question is as regards the 4 points you gave us when you said manage your resources. I want to be quite clear on that, as I'm not too certain about that particular point, managing your resources, as to how you can. Thank you.
Yes, I can go.
Okay, I talked about the resources, time, relationship, and money. I'll just give one point to each of them. When it comes to managing your money, right, you need to, and that's why when it comes to finances, you can't compare. That 100,000 might be your entire monthly income, right? So you don't compare. How did they say to cut your coat according to your clothes, right? So you must learn to manage. You must learn to be wise when it comes to money. Then also your time is very important. You must plan your day, right? If you waste your time, you are literally wasting your life, right? You must set goals, plan your time, and be disciplined to do what is right at a particular time. Then finally, your relationship. This one is a very, very key part. A lot of us are parasites. When we meet people, we are always thinking about, we're always thinking about what are we going to get these people. Instead, when you meet people, think about how you can bless them. Some of us, people run away from us because the moment your friend has money, you start begging them. You can't have a conversation with a millionaire and not beg the person. Everybody has problems in life. But it's not every time you should be talking about your problem. People will run away from you. Don't do that. When you meet people, build a relationship with them. Think of how you can add value to their life. If you message me on WhatsApp now, you start coming to tell me, sir, please someone for me, Paul, help me. I will not even answer you. Right? But there are people that are very close to me that if they message for anything, I will do it for them because they have added value to me. So don't build a mutualistic relationship where you give value to somebody and the person give value. Don't be the one collecting. Don't be a parasite.
Thank you very much, sir. Can we start sharing the room? Thank you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Sir, we were talking about like the important things to do to make us be further. So there was a point you said you must learn right to learn, relearn, and also learn. So I don't get that right. Can you just like explain further?
For instance, you must learn to unlearn. Number one, a lot of people think that rich people are bad. They believe that for somebody to be rich, the person has to do something evil. A lot of us have that mindset, right? So those are the kind of things you need to know that, oh, okay, this thing I know, all this while I've been wrong, right? It has been wrong. For instance, there's one mindset I have that practice makes perfect. I've known that for a while, but I had to learn from Les Brown. He said practice does not make perfect. He said practice makes improvement, not perfect. So I had to unlearn that practice make
perfect. You need to dump some of the things you know now. Then you need to go and learn new things. And it doesn't stop there. You need to relearn what you have learned before. Right? Because repetition is what makes mastery. Right? For instance, this one speech that I gave you guys is not what will change your life. What will change your life is consistency. They say faith comes by hearing. At the same time, fear also comes by hearing. So what matters is what you hear. These two persons listening to me right now. This one is inspired and she is inspired. After a week, she dumps everything I've taught. But this guy will go to YouTube, read, listen to more persons on money, take a course on money, read more books on money. He will follow that path. After 2 years, it will be different. It will be different. This person will have more results, but this person will not have more results because he has gone to relearn. I don't know if you understand. So you have to learn to unlearn, learn, and relearn that you have learned. I don't know if you understand.
Concerning that same online and learning, talking about the environment, your internal environment, you're talking about how you can around your circles, your friends and all. How can you using that online method to do it around your neighbors and your friends so that it will not affect you and it will not affect your money? And secondly, talking about wealth, talking about finances. Sometimes you have something to do, you don't have something to do, but the thing is that you stop, you continue, you stop, you continue, but inside of you, you really want to do it, but you find yourself not doing it. I don't know if you get it.
Yeah, I understand. 2 years ago, I wanted to start eating healthy. I was eating anyhow. A day, I can take like 2 Coke, eat suya, shawarma, pizza. I was just eating rubbish. You know that kind of feeling that you have seen money. You just move from poverty, you see money, so you want to enjoy life. That's what happened to me. So I was basically eating all sorts of nonsense. Anything I would remember, I would just buy. You know that big for my life, I can drink 2 a day. Well, I would just eat it. But I wanted to live healthy. I know that this thing I was doing, the sugar was not good. So after a while, I would stop. I would go to the gym for a while. I would come back. I was not consistent. What I did was that I made a permanent decision to change. I became tired of it. One of the reasons most people don't go is because they are not yet tired of their situation. The moment you are tired, some of you, the reason you are not taking the subject of money importance is because you don't know the repercussion of being poor. Right? You don't have a strong why. The moment you are tired of something, for instance, somebody that is trying to stop sugar might be finding it difficult to stop. But the moment the doctor tells the person, if you don't stop, you have only 2 weeks to live. Does that person need any motivation? I don't know if you understand. So give yourself a why, give yourself a motivation. Find a strong reason to progress. Some people, for a first son like me, one of my major motivations when it comes to making money is to take care of my younger ones, right? To take care of my parents. So find a strong why. Give yourself a strong motivation. You'll be safe.
I grew up in Yoruba land, and for anyone that is Yoruba here, you will understand this parable. The Yorubas will say, what that means is this: if you're speaking to a wise person, you don't need to talk much. If the person is actually wise, the person will understand what was not spoken. You get that? Yeah, if you're talking to a wise person, if it's only a fool, you talk and talk and talk. But when you're talking to a wise person, you just say little. Because the person is wise, the person will just speak A where B was not fixed, the person will put B. You get it now? So 5 years from now, I said that, and while he was speaking, he also said 5 years from now. While we're praying, I said 5 years from now, you look back at this event and you whether be grateful to God or you regret. And my father told me that anytime you say, I regretted not doing this thing, it means that you have failed. So let's go to the game this morning. From the teaching of Mr. Luka, so I'll ask the first question. The first hand I see up, you give me the answer, and if you get it right, we have a gift for you. What are the two differences between the rich and the poor? It's too simple. I could not even get the first hand. Please come and help me. Please put your hands up, because I was reading why the hands went up. So it simply means that you understood what he thought. Can you borrow me one question I did not write? Okay, let me ask the second question. So you just be looking at.
Okay. That's
No, you are wrong. Your answer is wrong. That's the question I asked, but the answer is wrong. She's I want to be sure she knows what she knows. You have to push her a little now. Okay, the second question. How many percent of 70 million bank accounts in Nigeria have up to 500K in their account according to NDIC? Which one? Okay. How many percent? No matter.
Hey, everybody down again.
Please, I want to read it again. So you are wrong, sir. You are wrong. It's not 1%. How many percent of 70 million bank accounts in Nigeria have up to 500K in their account according to NDIC? Which one?
So I just choose anybody I like that.
No, it's not like that. Okay, this is what I will do.
Okay.
Who is the first person at the direction of my hand?
Actually.
This guy?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
We need a ruler.
Please, sir, what's the answer? I will even give the gift to the first guy. Like, just give him. Please, you were close. Oga, Abba. You just, are you sure you've been here?
Not NDIC.
Maybe it's NDC, NDDC is talking about. So, sweetheart, can I get the answer from here? The lady in yellow? 2%. So we have gifts for you. And where's the other lady? Okay, the ladies. Two ladies. Okay. To take us further, we want to invite the second keynote speaker. But before we do that, you permit me to read a profile. And please, when people's profiles are being read, the ideal thing to do is to stand up first. Secondly, when you hear any striking accomplishment of such a person, you clap. Yes, sir. It has a way of encouraging the person. You get it now? It has a way of telling the person that, oops, I'm waiting for you. So while I read the profile of Miss Progress Otu, can we just stand in this morning? Except our and our it's the ideal thing, it's the practice anyway. Otu Progress is a graduate of Delta State. I don't know why I don't know these two people, shall I? don't know why I don't know you guys. But your faces can be familiar. Otu Progress is a graduate of Delta State University. She studied biochemistry and is currently pursuing a master's program at Delta State University of Accra. Otu Progress works as a smartphone monetization coach, a graphic designer, a copywriter, a content creator, and an author. She has written numerous ebooks, novels, and articles. She has been into graphic designing for 3 years and has trained over 20,000 people in graphic design. Both in free and paid classes. She has won several awards and has had the opportunity to speak to youths at several events. She is a member of the Red Cross Society of Nigeria and also a member of LEAD Project, an NGO whose purpose is to promote leadership development and community empowerment. She's very passionate about sharing her knowledge and empowering people to see the greatness in themselves. She believes that everyone is great, including you, listening to me right now. I'm going to see the speakers from this morning.
Alright, before I start, I want to say a big thank you. Before I start, I want to say a big thank you to TDC for organizing this great event. Now, do you know the reason I'm saying thank you to TDC? If during the time I graduated from the university or during the time I was in school, I saw an opportunity like this, I would have been very, very happy. Now, I'm here to tell you about TDC, what TDC is. But before I tell you what TDC is, first of all, I'm the second highest earner in TDC. And I've won 7 awards in TDC. Now, before I tell you what TDC is all about, I want to tell you about myself and how I struggled in school and why I'm telling you that you are lucky to be in this place. Now, I got admission into Delta State University in 2015, and by then I am this kind of person. I want to make money. Like, I want to make money. I love to make money. Now, during my time in school, I didn't know anything about the online space. I didn't know much about the online space. What did I do? In school, I sold eggs. I was in school hostel. I sold eggs in school hostel. In that same school, I sold kerosene. In that same school, I sold striff. I sold striff. I sold eggs. I sold striff. Now, in that same school, there was a time that Mark Angel came. I offered to, because I knew people in the SUG, I offered to do ushering job for them because I know I would get paid. Now, fast forward to NYC. Before I did my NYC, I looked for a job. In that job, I was being paid 25,000 naira. Now, that 25,000 naira, I will use like 10,000 naira for transport because the place is not in the same town. I'm going to work from, like, I'm living in this particular town, I'm going to the next town for work. I'll spend, then I'll wake up like, let's say I wake up like 5 o'clock, get ready by 7, I'm already on my way so that I will get to work early. Now, when I get to work, after spending 10K for transport in a month, I will spend 5K for food. And sometimes I'll drink garri at work. Yes, I'll drink garri at work so that I will finish all my salary. Now, fast forward to NYC. What did I do during my NYC? During my NYC, I went back to selling provision because I served in government college Bida in Niger State. Now, the school is a very big school. I think the school has produced, I think, 3 head of state, that's 3 presidents. It's a northern school. I think that's where Abacha, Babangida, and one other head of state, they went to that school. It's a very big school. And this school, I noticed that there were no provision store in the area. What did I do? Started selling provision. I was selling provision both to students and my fellow corpers. And they used to call the place corpers dumping ground. Do you know why they used to call it corpers dumping ground? Because if everywhere rejects you in the whole of Bida or in the whole of Niger State, that school will accept you because they need teachers. The school is very big, and sometimes you have a lot of corpers, like 50 corpers in just one school. So I saw it as an opportunity to sell. So I started selling. I was selling provision, just normal indomie, egg, omo stuff in my school hostel. In my corpus lodge. Now, during that time, 2020, COVID-19 came. Now, apart from that, I was doing chin-chin. I was supply to there's one polytechnic, they call it Bida Polytechnic there in Niger State. So I used to supply chin-chin to women. I used to supply chin-chin to women that sell opposite the school gate. During COVID-19, some couples went home. The students, they all went home. Then the polytechnic, the women told me they can no longer buy. The reason they can no longer buy is because students, students is the life of any business that is around school. That the student has grown up, they can no longer buy during that lockdown period. And it was that period I started looking for how to make money online, because all businesses I have thought of, all businesses I did offline. Now, I came across the online space, and apart from every other things that you have been told I do online, one of the things that I came across was TDC Mobile Store. TDC. That was one of the things I came across. Now, you must understand something, that when I joined TDC, I joined as somebody that is broke, doesn't know anything about the online space. But by the grace of God, I've been able to make millions out of this business. Just 1st of January, one of the money I got paid from TDC is 623,000. As I'm here, I am making money from TDC. I am not doing anything. As I'm here, I'm speaking with you. I am making money from TDC Mobile Store. As he's here, as he's sitting, he's not doing anything. He's not even on this side. He's making money from TDC Mobile Store. The TDC partners that are here, they are making money from TDC Mobile Store. Now, what am I trying to tell you? Now, your offline business might fail you, just like my offline business failed me. But if you want to attain financial freedom to some extent, then you need to key into an opportunity that cannot be affected, whether you are sick, whether you are not doing anything. You need to accept a way to make money passively. Passive income means money that you are not really stressing yourself to make. Like passive income, for example, now, I told you as I'm here, I'm making money, right? This is passive income because I'm not directly doing what to make money. I am making money. Now, please excuse me. Now, I've told you about TDC. I've told you about what passive income is. Now, what is TDC? Now, TDC stands for Trust, Dignity, and Competence Mobile Store. Now, it's a network marketing platform that pays you when you carry out transactions. Now, what are the transactions you carry out in TDC? Now, you can buy data in TDC. Note, I say they pay you when you carry out transactions. Now, you can buy data in TDC even at a reduced rate and get paid. Now, you can buy airtime in TDC even at a reduced rate and get paid. Now, you can buy, you can do your GoTV subscription, DSTV subscription, StarTime subscription in TDC and get paid. Now, you can also pay electricity bills in TDC. That's prepaid electricity bills in TDC and you will get paid. Now, these things, you are doing it for your own consumptions and then you are going to get paid, you are going to get commissions. Now, this is one interesting aspect of TDC. Now, let me talk about another interesting aspect of TDC. Now, anybody you refer into TDC, TDC is going to pay you and TDC is also going to pay the person. Now, any transaction the person is carrying out, whether the person is buying data, is buying airtime, is doing GoTV subscription, DSTV subscription, TDC is going to be paying the person and also paying you. Now, let's say the person that you register went ahead to register a third person. Now, TDC is going to be paying you, is going to be paying the person that registered you, and is going to be paying the last person. Now, this way of earning in TDC continues down to the 15th generation. I think I will need volunteers. I want to explain this thing more with people. Please, I need volunteers. Just 6 people, please. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, thank you for coming out. Or even if more people can even come out, I will even appreciate it. Okay. Alright, thank you for coming out. Now, let me explain. Let's say this woman, this young lady, this evening, she refers this young man into TDC. Now, whatever, this first of all, TDC is going to pay her for registering the person. Now, whatever transactions that this young man is doing in TDC, TDC is going to be giving him commissions. In the same way, TDC is going to be giving her commission. Now, this young man, let's say he register this handsome man here. Now, TDC is going to pay him. TDC is going to pay her. Now, this young lady doesn't necessarily need to know him. But whatever transaction is going to carry out in TDC, TDC is going to be paying him for the transaction. TDC is going to pay him, and TDC is going to pay her. Now, let's move to the fourth person. Now, let's say this man here registers this man in TDC. Now, this man is also going to be getting paid for his transactions, right? Now, whatever transactions he's doing, TDC is going to pay him, it's going to pay him, it's going to pay him, and it's going to pay her. Now, remember that this young lady just referred only this person. She doesn't necessarily need to know this other person. But whatever that they are doing in TDC, if they are buying data, buying airtime, doing cable subscription, she is going to be getting paid, he is going to be getting paid, he is going to be getting paid. Now, let's move to her. Now, this continues down to the 15th generation. This means that if there were persons here, let's say this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's say there are 15 persons here. Now, if there are 15 persons here, and these 15 persons don't even know this beautiful lady here, that's the beautiful lady by the other side. Now, if this person is carrying out transaction, now TDC is going to be paying this person. Let's just imagine there's an imaginary person here. TDC is going to pay this person. This is going to pay this person. TDC is going to pay this person. 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 Down to her. She doesn't necessarily need to know everybody that is in her team. But whatever they are doing, she's going to be getting paid. And they are also going to be getting paid. Now, I don't even want to say they are carrying out transactions. When they are making money in TDC, she's also going to be making money in TDC. Please clap your hands together for volunteers. All right. So thank you very much. Now, another interesting aspect of TDC, apart from the fact that you get paid down to the 15th generation, you can also win various incentives from TDC. For example, let's say you are registering somebody, and please note. Now, I made an example of a straight chain here, right? Now, this first lady, it doesn't mean that she can only refer one person. For example, I've referred over 1,500 persons in TDC. Now, you can also refer as many as you want, and you'll be getting paid in TDC. Now, another interesting part of TDC is that you get incentives in TDC. You get various incentives in TDC. Last year, some of our TDC pioneers, they traveled to Budukato Ranch. 2022, they also traveled to Budukato Ranch. Now, I don't know if you guys know Budukato Ranch or Budukato Resort. Okay? It's in Calabar. If you go to the place, look as if you're not in Nigeria. The place is very fine. They traveled there. It was an all-expense paid trip by TDC, meaning they didn't spend a dime on it. Now, apart from that, when you get to 6,000 PV in TDC, you are going to get what? You are going to get 300K. Now, that's 6,000 PV. It doesn't necessarily mean you will attain it yourself. When you register people, your PV is increasing. When the people you register, they decide to upgrade, your PV is increasing. When they decide to register others, your PV is also increasing. See, it's get to 6,000 PV. He has 100K from TDC 3 times, and 100K from TDC 2 times. Apart from that, there are lots of incentives that you can win in TDC Mobile Store. Now, during my years of online marketing, I've been in online marketing. I've been an online marketer for like 3 years now. I've seen a lot of persons, especially when they are into, let's say, they are into any online business. Let's say some network marketing business and some affiliate marketing business. They will message me and be like, "Progress, please, can you teach me how make money from this. I joined, I'm so confused, I don't know how to make money from this. Now, let me tell you, do you know why you are lucky? Because in TDC, you will not be left alone. Now, why did I say you will not be left alone? Now, in TDC, when you join TDC, you don't buy your trainings to teach you how to succeed in this business. You don't buy your trainings to teach you how to succeed in TDC. You don't stress yourself. Everything has already been prepared for you. I have several trainings on how you can do well in TDC. We also organize several trainings on how you can do well in TDC. And there are lots of TDC pioneers that have ebooks, that have trainings on how you can do well in TDC. TDC, we are like a family, so you are rest assured that if you join TDC, you will not be left alone. Now, I talked about TDC. I told you that you guys are lucky to be here. Because if during my time that I was in university, something like this was organized for me, I would have been very happy. I would have sold kerosene, I would have sold egg, I would have sold okirika. I'm just key into the online business now. Before then, I think I want to take questions. If you have any questions about TDC, let me see your hands. Yes. Apart from the marketing, you mean the referral aspect, right? Now, apart from the referral aspect, I talked about buying data. I talked about buying airtime. I talked about go-to subscription and others. Now, do you know that that is also a business? Now, during my NYC, I forgot to add this, during my NYC, when I first joined TDC, I didn't start referring people immediately. What did I do? I was selling data, I was selling airtime, I was doing cable subscription. So you can also do that. I even have a training that I recorded on YouTube for how to sell data, airtime, how you can sell better if you are selling data, if you are selling airtime. Then apart from that, TDC has an e-library. It has an e-library where you can upload digital e-books, where you can upload courses on it, and then people can affiliate for you and you will make sales. Now, when I'm talking about e-book, everybody here have knowledge that they can monetize. No knowledge is common. Everybody here have knowledge that they can monetize. Some of you, for the girls, you know how to cook, you know how to plate, and you can do classes on that, and you sell it. People will buy. For example, everybody knows Rita Bassi. She does cooking class. Do people buy? Yes. She's big, but you can start on a small scale and then you make money. And this particular thing is something that you can even upload in TDC e-library. And then there are TDC pioneers that will just pick your course and then they will start affiliating for it and you make money. Apart from that, you can also share it to others and then you affiliate for you and then you make money. So it's not just the referral part. Meanwhile, for the referral part, rest assured you will train on how to do well with. Alright. So please, any other question?
You mentioned that you win various incentives from TDC. So what are the various incentives?
Alright. The first incentive I talked about was the free trips. When I talked about some TDC pioneers went to Obudukato Ranch last year and last 2 years. If you go on this, what they call them, is it tour guide that they organize traveling stuff. As our last year when I checked, you pay them about 200k if you want to go to Obudukato Ranch. Because even staying there is expensive, just the hotel is expensive. The transport is going to be expensive. Like if you are coming from a far location and all that time, they'll take care of your feeding. So TDC, if you join TDC and you are lucky to be an incentive like that, it means that you can go there and have a little vacation, a mini vacation, all free. Do you understand? Then, apart from that, when you get to 6,000 people, TDC is going to give you 100,000 naira. Now, apart from that, if you are the highest referrer for the month, let's say you get the highest referrer, TDC is going to give you money. Now, that is not all. If your ebook, let's say in the e-library, your ebook sells the most, even if you are not the one selling it, other people are the one helping you selling it, TDC is going to reward you.
Please, do you pay for the referrals? Like you pay to use the app?
talk about the packages in TDC. Now, please note there are 8 packages in TDC. Now you can't join for free. There are 8 packages in TDC. You have the 2K package. Now, before I even go further, see, let me tell you again, you are lucky. Do you know why I said you are lucky? Now, the 2K package is something that any student can easily afford. There are lots of businesses that offer this kind of opportunity, that their packages are very high. But TDC, it's one business that I noticed that they are always thinking about the students. They are always thinking about the students. There was a conversation we had with the owner of TDC, like, okay, why don't you just increase it? And he said something. He said he likes to make it affordable for everybody. You understand? So let's go further. Now, you have the 2K package, you have the 4K package, you have the 10K package, you have the 20K package, you have the 40K package, the 60K package, the 80K package, and the 100K package. Now, I'm going to explain the difference between all the packages. Now, in the 2K package, you get, no, in all the packages, you can carry out all transactions in all the packages. Just note that one first. Now, in the 2K package, when you refer somebody, you get 20% referral commission. Now, in the 4K package, when you refer somebody, you get 25 referral commission. Now, in the 10K package, when you refer somebody, you get 30% referral commission. In the 20K package, when you refer somebody, you get 32% referral commission. Now, in the 40K package, 60K package, 80K package, and the 100K package, when you refer somebody, you are going to get 32% referral commission. It looks the same, right? But it's not really the same. Now, let me explain. Now, in the 10K, in the 20K, 40K package, 60K package, 80K package, and the 100K package, I talked about indirect earnings, where I talked about the 15th generation. They are not, it's not the same thing you earn from the first generation, second generation, down to the 15th generation. It differs. Now, if you know that you are ready to join TDC, if you know you are ready to join this business, you are listening to this business, you understand this business, and you are ready to join TDC, please stand up. Now, I'm going to give gifts to people that join today. If you know you are ready to join TDC, stand up. Now, as they are standing up, please be clapping for them, because it's not easy. Please be clapping for them. As they are standing up, be clapping for them. If you know that you are ready to kill into this opportunity, and please note that you will get trained, you will not be left alone. If you know you are ready to kill into this opportunity, please stand up. As they are standing, please be clapping now. Be clapping for them. It's not easy. Be clapping for them. Now, I need a volunteer from TDC. Now, I need a volunteer from TDC. Please, if you have a pen and paper, please take their name. Take their name. Now, all those of you that stand up, just tell her to give you my number. I'm going to send an ebook, and that ebook will be your gift. That ebook, the ebook talks about how to make money online. I'm going to sell. Normally, I sell that ebook. I'm going to give it to you guys for free as a gift for taking this post. Please clap for them again. Please don't sing and splash for them. So please, if you have any question about this, if you have any question about it, if you are still sitting, let's say you don't understand something and you are still sitting down, please ask me. Let me answer. Thank you. Yes, it's very possible. It's very, very possible. You can start with any package now. You can start with the lowest package now. And as time goes on, you will increase. Okay, see, if you know you stood up, please just come outside and then come to this place, please. All right. right, so thank you for having me here, and I hope you learned something today.
Thank you so much, man. A round of applause for her, please. Thank you so much for such a wonderful session. So I think when we look at our theme for today, unlocking your financial potential, I think Mr. Oroka gave us the key, and then Mom gave us the what? Yeah, she gave us the no, he gave us the key, but Mom showed us where the padlock is so we can open the door. Do you understand? TDC is what? Is the key to the padlock now. That's confusing. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. Right about now, we do some games. Yes, we still have lots of things for you to win. And I have questions. Let's see who was really attentive to today's lecture on TDC Mobile. Now, the first question. So I'm like, I need someone who would help me know who raises his or her hands first. So let's go. The first question. What is, make sure I drop my question first before you raise up your hand. What is the name of our second speaker? I saw his hand first, that's first. Don't tell me one name. It's two names that is on my list there. So
Miss Progress Utu.
Miss, is it really progress? Is it not progression? So he's correct, Miss Progress. Oh, so round of applause for him. And let's see who's going to be the second lucky winner. So our second question. She talked about things we can sell on TDC, right? Who remembers? There is a 3 years of it. Yes. So I want to know who can list 5 things, 5 that we transact. Have I said the question? Thank you. So who can list 5 things we sell on TDC? We can transact on TDC. That's why I dropped my question on TDC. Bring it down. On TDC. Who? I want someone at the back, please. People at the front, because they're closer to us, they tend to. Someone, let's go again. TDC. I'm waiting for you.
On TDC, you can sell airtime, you can sell data.
Wait, 1.
Okay. You can sell airtime, you can sell data.
2.
You can do GoTV subscription.
3.
You can do DSTV subscription.
4.
You can pay electricity.
Wait. GoTV, yeah, different things, right? Do we take that as the same or different? Progress, ma. Do we take that as different or the same? GoTV and then DSTV. They are different. One time she does different. 4.
Okay, but you can pay electricity bill.
A round of applause for that. Thank you so much for that. That was amazing. So our winner, you get your gifts before the end of today. So I want to do something before I call in our next speaker. So while Mr. Roka was talking, he said something about identity. So he said he used to say, "I'm the best." And then he became the best faculty student first class from the University of Delta State Biochemistry. So we're going to do this with me. I'll say some words, you repeat after me. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are we here? Let's go. I'm the best. I'm the best. Small bit is like, wait, we all ate this morning. Yes. Yes. Yes, we all ate this morning. Yes. So let's go. I'm the best. I'm the best. We did something this morning. I spoke and my voice was louder than everybody's voice combined. Please, more people have joined us now. So let's do this together. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. For you are saying this and you are pressing your phone, I don't understand. You don't understand this is your identity. Let's do this again. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy. I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. 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 So I'm going for millionaire. millionaire. You said millionaire. I'm going up. I'm a millionaire. Thank you so much. Now let's go again. Now you're going to say your name, not because we are so many here. So let's go. Just please, some of you have long names. So let's go for your first name and then let's say it. So this is me. Marvelous is the best. Marvelous is wealthy. Sorry, you're not saying anything. I don't like that. Don't spoil my vibes. Okay? Let's go. Marvelous is wealthy. Marvelous is a billionaire. I'm going to eat shawarma. I'm going to eat Fabiola. I'm going to time course. Okay? So we're going to be having another really good speaker, a great speaker, please, at that. And throughout my stay in this particular time, I learned a lot from him. We sat down together, and Rema has been dropping in my ears, plus the Rema they've been giving. So let's go. You're going to learn his name soon, but just walk with me. He is the esteemed lead pastor of Destiny Mobile. A dynamic ministry. People know what to do. You learn from it. Thank you. A dynamic ministry based in Benin City that has experienced rapid growth since its establishment in 2014. He is a visionary leader. Yes. He is called by a distinctive mission of rejuvenation of human dignity. This mission permits all aspects of his role, reflecting a commitment to excellence and honor in every facet of his daily engagement. As spiritual leader, Pastor Gaga, I said the name, stands out from his unwavering dedication to the well-being of his congregation. His commitment to uplifting and transforming lives is not only a professional pursuit, but also a personal calling that he embodies. In addition to his role as the lead pastor of Destiny Hub Church, Pastor Gaga Ogidigbo, am I right? Actively serves as the host of a daily online prayer on Google Meet, providing a virtual space for spiritual complexes commitment to foster God.
It is actually Ogidigbo. Okay, my name is Gaga. I am. Please, you can sit down. Thank you very much. My name is Gaga. I'm the husband of one wife and the father of one son. Okay. You know, my spiritual stand and my faith stand requires that I meditate every now and then. So this morning while I was having my bath, I was actually meditating on what Mr. Luka thought, because I was going to teach that tomorrow in church. Like seriously. So when he was talking, I was like, he said I entered into this man's spirit or he entered mine. Because truthfully speaking, you gave an illustration of where if you give two people 10 million naira. I was actually giving that illustration while I was having my bath this morning. That our problem is not actually money. Because if I give somebody 5 million naira, a few years from now, the person can become poor. I was to go and see my dad a few days ago in the village, and the guy that was taking me to the park saw a young man on the road, and somebody else was hailing the guy. So he said, I said, what is the good guy? He said, it was a one-time young boy that had money. He said the guy was even interviewed by BBC, I guess, but now he's very, very broke. So that was somebody that grew all his life thinking that the day I make it big, I'll become big. Greatness is actually the accumulation of little things, the accumulation of little contributions. That is what brings about greatness. There are two factors that I believe makes success in life. Mr. Aruka actually mentioned one, but I'm trying to bring it from a different perspective. He said, how many of us here are from wealthy homes? And nobody raised the hand. So one of the things that makes you rise early in life is leverage. A wise man said, if I can see ahead of me, it is because I'm actually standing on the shoulders of those that have gone ahead of me. So leverage is simply standing on the shoulder of somebody that is ahead of you to make you to put you ahead of others. So what TDC will do for you is that TDC will give you leverage. That's what Ms. Progress was trying to explain to her. I'm just trying to paraphrase what she said. TDC is a platform that will actually give you a leverage. And she repeatedly said that you don't need to do much, you are not alone. She's trying to tell us that there are people that have gone ahead of you. If you choose to stand on their shoulders, where they are currently in TDC will possibly be your starting point. As a growing child, and when I understood early that I was going to become a pastor, I was going to become a leader, someday I will have to talk to a lot of persons. One of the things I learned early is this, is about apprenticeship. I've never been an apprentice, but I had to read a book by one of my major authors and mentors, Spiritual Apprenticeship. It's a very small book. I really can't tell you that I remember everything he wrote in that book, but there's a statement that I've held on to since 2006. Since 2006 that I saw that book. The statement is this: every faithful apprentice will start with the best of his master. So that is the power of leverage. But unfortunately, or fortunately, many of us are not from wealthy homes. We are not from wealthy homes. So the second factor that you need to consider is starting early. And what I want to tell you about starting early is this: the day you know that the road you're traveling on is a wrong road, and you choose to go to the right road, that is the day you start. It is early starters that become early risers. Amen? Okay, I think the battery is down. Sorry about that, please. So it is early starters that become early risers. And also trying to think through all what we have been taught today. It is those that start early that actually become the professionals in every field of human endeavors. Mr. Oruka is a professional in this field today because 2009, when the subject of TDC was sold to him, I guess, he embraced it, and today he is an authority. Ms. Progress also embraced it early. Early to rise is early to shine. But this is the truth of the matter. Where TDC is today is not the ending point of TDC. I don't know why I'm saying this. It could be a prophetic ruling. A time is coming that these people that spoke to us today will not be the ones to be speaking to us, because TDC will have translated into something else and they will not be at this level. The question I want to ask you this morning or this afternoon is this: when Oruka will possibly be doing something bigger than what TDC is today, who will be the next person to wear his shoes? The choice is yours, the choice is mine. I want to wrap up by telling you this. There are actually 3 seasons of money, and each of these seasons has its reason. He said while he was teaching, or while he was talking to us, he said when he started seeing money, he could buy anything he wants to buy. The Yorubas will say, I will explain. The first money a child sees, he will use it to buy sweets. So there are 3 seasons of money. There is the time when money is never enough. 90% of the people in this hall today, we are at that level. The money is never enough. You want to buy this, you check the account details, the money is never enough. Are you getting that now? The time when the money is never enough is the time you must practice budgeting. That is the season, that is the reason for that season. It is only a fool that thinks that there is what is called spare money. I've taught this for like 6 years in our congregation. There is no spare money, there is no free money. You know, you have gone out with your friends and say, I just get one free 20K, where I won't take flex. That is the statement of a fool. Because every money that enters your hand is the answer to a financial prayer you prayed some time ago, but that you have forgotten. You told God, if you give me 1 million naira, I will start up a business that will become a leverage for my children. That 1 million naira will not come to your hand at the time you will pray that prayer. But this is what will happen. When that 1 million eventually enters your hand, you will have forgotten that you prayed such prayer at the time in your life. So when money enters your hand, the first thing you do is this. As a Christian, you try to set yourself. Don't be in the hurry to spend. The wise take time. I have a friend, I call him my boss. If he comes here today, you will never know he has money. I learn a lot from people. You will not know that he has money. That is exactly how the rich is supposed to be. I was studying some time ago to know why the owner of Facebook doesn't wear branded shirts. Why his shirts actually without any form of brand. Then the author said, is that shirt, that simple shirt you see him wear, is over $100,000. There is nothing written on it. As plain and as simple as it is quite expensive than a branded shirt. So I went further to ask why, and I discovered that at his level, for him to wear a branded shirt, the company must pay him for advertising the product. Because if he chooses to wear a Nike shoe today, that shoe will sell. Let him just come to Facebook and he does his leg like this, he's wearing a Nike shoe. Because he's the one wearing that Nike shoe, whether it's original or it is fake, everybody will buy it. So you must understand budgeting. Somebody taught me so many years ago. He said if you can think enough, what you have is actually enough. So many of us always think that when we are at the stage when money is never enough, we don't have money. If you cannot do anything tangible with 10,000, you may not be able to do anything tangible with 1 million. So when money is never enough, the second season is when money is just enough. The second season, what you do is you go into investments. When I was schooling, my monthly upkeep was 25,000. And I had a very strong influence on campus. So I go out for administrations. I can just go out of school on Friday, and when I'm coming back on Saturday or Sunday morning, I can be coming back with 50K. Money was there. As a young student, I was staying in a 2-bedroom flat. I had my television, I had fridge, I had generator. I was very, very comfortable. But I did not know that the day I graduate, the people that send me money will stop sending me money. So if I knew, maybe I would have prayed that God should extend my years in university. No, I'm just saying. God forbid, I know. It's when you come out to understand. So I was having the money, I was spending, but fortunately, one of the things I did as, maybe because of my spiritual stand and my faith stand, I was heavily into helping people. Pay school fees, support here, support rent there. So when I left school, these were the persons that when I had to now face ministry, these were the persons that were now there to help me as a person. So there will not come a time when money will be more than enough. There are many of us that want to actually be benevolent. You want to help people. You cannot help people being poor. Mr. Ruka said one of his motivation for wanting to have money is to meet the needs of his younger siblings. So each of these seasons of money have their reasons. As I'm talking to you right now, there's somebody that has 5,000 naira in the pocket, not in the account. And they ask you to give 2,000 naira to register for TDC. You say, guy, you never know the move. I told you while I was bringing up, okay, while Mr. Ruka was done speaking, when I was to bring up his progress, I told you something. I said, every man speaks to you from three perspectives. Their wealth of knowledge, what they read or what they told them, they talk to you from people's experiences. And number three, they talk to you from their own experiences. There's no shortcuts to money. There's no shortcut to financial freedom. The people that cut corners, they actually fell on the wayside. Real money is built with discipline. There are 2 P's and a T that has guided my life personally. The 2 P's are these: patience, process, and the T stands for time. There is nothing in this life that you want to do if you apply these 2 P's and a T. It doesn't matter who is making the waves. Just stand at your own pace, wait for your time, wait for post-process, and be patient. I have done so many things to make money. They don't work. Ponzi scheme cannot give you money. It will make some people rich and make some persons poor. An investment like this one is the only platform where you grow with patience. Money responds to principles. Mr. Ruka said, and I paraphrase, he said, when your identity within has been established, what happens is this: your mind will become unrest until that inner identity finds its physical expression. So when you keep telling yourself that I'm a millionaire, and when you look at yourself, you don't look like it, you'll be restless now. You get now, you want to do, you want to push, you want to do the right things, so that eventually you can become that thing. Every season of your money in your life is for a reason. The reason why the current season will not take you to the next season is because you don't know the reason. And when the purpose of a thing is not known, it is rightly said that abuse is inevitable. I have failed financially severally. I have failed financially. I have failed financially. And I have not come to a conclusion that if you want to make money, you must make it well. Anything that starts from the top will lead to your death. It is only the grave they start digging from the top. Foundation is built from under. Thank you very much. I don't know if I spoke to you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Gaga. Round of applause, please, and support on stage. How many of us enjoyed that? You enjoyed that? So how many of us have unlocked our financial potential in this summit today? How many of us? Let's see your hands, please. There's some people with So this is what I'm going to do. I want to give room for us to teach ourselves background while things are still going backstage, sorry. I just want you to tell me one major thing we've learned today. One major thing you've learned today. And you become, I want you to come forward. So if I point you, just walk down your name and then one thing you've learned. We did this before, right? So let's do it again. Yes, let me have you. A round of applause for you must come back. Anyway, let's go up.
name is Ihore Gomosangame, and one of the things I learned that touched me very well, maybe that is because that's also happened to me, is that Pastor Gaga said, if you want to make money, make it well. And while if you go through WhatsApp, you see a lot of people make a lot of promises, and there are a lot of people that tell you if you drop this, you get this. And they make it seem so sweet and easy, and you fall for it. And I don't know, let's finish this on just desperation.
Curiosity.
I've fallen for it the first time, but I got tired and said no. That I'll look for something that I will start up. It might not be giving me much at the beginning, but I know that if I push on, it will grow. Then that's what will become to last. And that was why I stood up again. It was time to register for TDC.
So let's make money the right way. If there's any, Yahoo boy here, let's make money the right way. Let's make money the right way. So you cannot say anything. It is fine. So let's have another person come up, please. I have questions, but I want you to come up and then let's hear from you as well. Okay, first of all, let's do this. Who remembers his name? You too. What is his name? Who is that person? You like to give one side example, I can see. Okay, so I'm not. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Another person, please. Let me have you. Abigail, I met her at the beginning of before we started, so let me have her, please. You're coming down. I want to hear everything. While she's coming, who else wants to go? Let me have you. Let me have you. Who else? I need men. Where are the men? The Bible asked. So let me have you. Yes. Okay, so let's do this quickly. The question is, what did you learn? Your name, what did you learn?
Okay. My name is Abigail Udwak. So what I learned from today's lesson was that I learned that it takes time, process, and patience to succeed.
It takes time, patience, and patience to succeed. Then it takes time, the process, and what? Patience to succeed. Making money is hard. I learned that this year. Okay, Sassy, you should not be saying it's hard. It's not hard. It's not hard. Please, it's not hard. Thank you. It's not hard. Thank you so much, Abigail.
Alright, good afternoon. My name is Uminosa. And what I learned from today is that two things matter a lot to money. Your mindset and then your environment. So you have to have a mindset where you are rich before you can be physically rich. And then you have to change your environment. If it's, you don't mingle with poor people, you mingle with the type of people that you want to be like. So if you want to be rich, you have to mingle with rich people and have the mindset of a rich person. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So you have to think it to be it, right? If you want to be rich, then you have to think it like a rich person. And then your environment. When I was talking about environment, I was like, okay, so I run away from Uniben like this. Everybody is not that rich, you understand? But no, there are many people here in University that are thinking rich, and very soon, just like Mr. Eruke and Progress that are from the University of Delta State. A lot of us here to be better than them. So look for people that are thinking rich, so you also can be wealthy. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. One of the major things I learned that life is governed by laws and principles. Every great man, every successful man, they follow some certain principles to succeed. And if you don't know these principles, it will stand as an ignorance to your success. So there's some certain principles and laws we have to learn in order to succeed. And one of the certain principles is time management. Thank you.
Thank you. I like this one. Love and principle. It's like if I throw a ball here, who is able to be like, let me show the person up. I cannot. If you throw a ball up right now, here in this place now, this ball, and then you throw a ball outside in USA, Canada, whatever, the ball will still come down, right? It means that there are also principles to making money. And for you to be rich, you need to know these principles. Mr. Orumegi was just a tip of the iceberg when it comes to, and I think that's one of the most important thing, your mindset first of all. But there's a lot you need to know. You need to
speak with people that are rich. Mr. Rukesa, Madam Progress, ma, don't worry, after we'll be talking, because I need to be, talking to people that are rich, millionaires. Instead of being what? A millionaire. So if you also want to, please don't ask them for money. He said he will not answer you. So after now, you can come and meet him, be talking to him because he's what? A millionaire. Be saying, I'm the friend of a millionaire. So when I'm the friend of a millionaire, it means that amongst, all of us, I'll be the next. Or if you're with all the other people that are thinking, this country is hard, this country is this, oh, where will I make money, oh, we'll run outside the country, we'll travel to, you'll be the next foolish person, like he said. So let's have it from you, Mom.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Sorry, so I'm talking, you are not clapping.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Richard. One of the things I learned today was mindset and then self-discipline. It's not about saying a thing or hearing it, it's about doing it. Commitment to that thing helps a lot. All of us are here, we have heard about this stuff and we are motivated. The next step is, how are you going to go about this stuff? The discipline you are going to do to make sure you become rich. So I learned today that it's not only about hearing a thing, it's also doing it, which was one of the reasons I stood up from here. And I'm going to take a step today, and I'm going to be rich.
Yeah.
And your mindset to have changed. Thank you very much.
Wait. So you just gave us something. So what is your first step for being healthy?
Standing up, I'm going to write my name in the first.
A round of applause for that. Thank you so much. So a lot of us are feeling inspired, and inspirational, and inspired. Okay? And that's all it's going to be. You leave this hall and you remain. He said something. He said it's not about common sense, right? It's what? Who can remember? Common practice. Okay, so you've heard, in fact, you've heard so much, you've read so many books, you've listened to motivational speakers there and there. Here is your common practice. You have the common sense already. So where is your common practice? Let's all make a decision to go out today and start something. And then follow it through. Mr. Gaga said something. He said, if you get this, you get a prize, okay? He said, is it wealth or riches now? He said, wealth is built on what? Who wants to get the prize now? You all said it, so I can't give anybody. So, yes, wealth is built on what? Discipline. On discipline. Who said? Is it principle she said? It's on what? Discipline. And discipline is, in fact, this year, is a lot. It's a lot. But you can what? You can do it. If you say you can. No, actually, if you say you can. But yes, if you say you can do it. So I have questions from Mr. Gaga